Hi, yes, we are down here at the Washington Trust Bank Branch in downtown Spokane, 717 West Sprague. This is sort of a ground zero for our Treats to Troops campaign. We have drop boxes here so that you can come be a part of dropping stuff off that will eventually be part of those care packages for troops. But we also have this one-of-a-kind card making station, and we have some amazing kiddos over here putting all of their best artistic talents to work. They have done such a great job making these handmade cards for our servicemen and women who are serving overseas for the holidays. And the goal, of course, with all of this, Laura, is just to make sure that those men and women who are away from their families know that this family is behind them. This community is behind them.
That we're thinking of them, right? And so what we wanted to do with Treats to Troops is make sure that everyone felt empowered to be part of the project. And so if you want to make a card, you can do so, do it with the kids. Any Washington Trust bank branch in the area will take that donation. And then we also want to build the packages up to be really great. And so we're collecting treats as well. And as we've been talking about this evening, that could be anything from a package of beef jerky to a deck of cards and everything in between. So we've posted a list on KREM.com of the top items requested and approved, right?
Of course.
We have to send certain things when we're dealing with overseas packages. So, you know, but we do know that the cards are probably the #1 requested item because they're funny and they're cute and they're beautiful, especially when they come for children.
Those personalized touches make such a difference. You know, when these servicemen and women come home, they talk about how they put these cards, you know, next to their beds and they look at them every day, and it's just a little taste of home that makes them feel like they're supported. It's incredible.
When we talk about Treats to Troops, we talk about sending a treat, but we also talk about sending some of our love, our hearts, you know, to the men and women who can't be with their families. Let me show you some of the cards here. Super cute. I love these. They have usually some sparkles on them. They usually have messages.
Aww.
Kids write the best cards.
Oh, they pour their hearts into these.
We've been reading some tonight, and they're really, really sweet. So if you can, make a card or buy a package of cards and spend it night. Hi, sweetheart, come and show your card.
Look, and look at
that.
So fantastic. You have done such a great job.
That is perfect.
That is awesome. You did wonderful.
And then we'll make sure all these cards and all of your cards are included in the packages.
And we've also made it really easy because we know that COVID has had to change things a little bit this year. So talk a little bit about that.
So historically, we would have a big party and we would just invite everybody, the whole community, to come in, and we had these huge banners. We'd have everybody sign them. Okay, so we know that's not a good idea right now. Smaller groups or, you know, individual families, one at a time. And so we need you to make your cards at home, or you can come down to the one location here downtown on West Sprague of Washington Trust. You can come to a card making station. If you have a class, if you're a teacher, you want to get the kids involved. If you're having a holiday party with your staff, your employees, have everybody make a card and then have somebody drop them off in one of the bins.
We've worked really hard to make it really easy, and if you want to just contribute from your home without having to go anywhere, we've made it so that you can do that too. That's the beauty of this.
One of the things COVID taught us last year, right? Let's make it easy so that people can do it at home where they feel safe, and we created a gift registry, sort of like when you get married, but this one was just dedicated to Treats to Troops. So we went ahead and posted that on KREM.com as well, so you can order, click, click, click. That gets sent actually to KREM. We help package that up, and then we send it on over to base.
And you can just go to KREM.com. Also, you can see that top 10 list. I know you'll get a lot of questions as you're out in the community, people wondering what's the right thing to put in these treats boxes. What are some of the top questions you've gotten? Okay, so #1 thing, cards. Then if you want to get into to more specialized treats, beef jerky is always very, very popular, as it should be. And nuts, sunflower seeds. You know what one of the most popular items is? Always surprises me. Is the powdered drink mixes, because wherever they are, they need to maybe jazz up the water where they are. That makes sense. Those are very popular. Hand warmers. Now, we do know that some of the men and women are stationed warm places, so we try to put them in areas that make sense. And then instant coffee, right? If you can get those little packs and put them in, those are very popular as well, as they should be, because coffee's delicious. We couldn't talk about any of this without also talking about the spouses group that really kind of puts all this and deals with all the logistics of making sure all these treats get where they're supposed to go. So during Treats to Troops, we do a lot on air, and we talk a lot, and Washington Trust does all this work of gathering. Then once it gets to the base, the spouses group and the military spouses, they know what's going on. They're organized and they have it down, and they gather all the names and the addresses
and they package them up. They fill out the forms that need to be done for international mail, and then they actually take it to the post office on base and mail it, and that's an all-day project. We are expecting, we don't know how many people will be deployed over Christmas, so we are planning anywhere from 200, which is about the number we're at, to 300, because we try to reach everybody who's deployed. We reach out to the Guard if we have enough packages as well, and make sure they get packages sent to them during the holidays.
This community just kind of wraps its arms around our servicemen and women, and so that's such an incredible thing to be a part of and to see in action right here in our community.
We are so amazed every year, and now we, instead of just being amazed, we're just grateful.
Yeah,
and
isn't that the truth?
Because there's only so many treats that we could send over. If we didn't have donations, it would be a really, really sad small group. So the more treats we get, the more people we impact.
Absolutely. So thank you to all of you who have already contributed, and you can, again, make sure just go to KREM.com and you can find that list. You can find all the different ways that you can contribute. You can also use the word treats. Send that word, text that word to 509-448-2000. We'll send all that information to you so you have everything you need right there at your fingertips on your phone. That's it for us here tonight downtown in Spokane. I'm Whitney Ward for Laura Papetti, KREM 2 News.